Hello and welcome back to the Professor's Perspective. In our first episode, we examined how we as consumers spend our time in today's media landscape. Now for episode 2, we're putting on our marketing hats to look at how and where advertisers are investing across those multiple platforms to help keep the right message in front of the right audience. While exact numbers are elusive, there's little doubt that advertising has become ubiquitous. Back in 2006, researchers estimated that the average American was exposed to as many as 5,000 ads a day, and some projections now take that daily total as high as 10,000. Based on an average day of media exposure, that's an ad every 5 to 10 seconds. We're not quite to the point of don't blink, you'll miss an ad, but we're getting close, which is why advertisers continue to increase their investment to capture consumers' attention. Forecasts from 3 leading ad agencies project that global ad spending for 2022 will be 8 to 10% above last year, finishing somewhere between $781 and $850 billion. Bringing things closer to home, the U.S. ad market has been estimated at about 40% of the global total. For 2022, that translates to somewhere between $310 and $345 billion, depending on who is doing the forecasting and whether this year's projected $8 to $9 billion in political advertising is included in the calculation. For today, we'll focus on the portion of ad spending happening at the local level. By one estimate, local ad spending in the U.S. could top $170 billion this year. Like the time spent metrics from our last episode, ad spending forecasts are commonly summarized using traditional and digital media classifications. From an advertising perspective, traditional media typically feature ads being pushed out at predetermined times in hopes of attracting a mass audience, as is the case with TV, radio, newspaper, and billboards. Digital media, on the other hand, generally rely on some action by the consumer that pulls advertising content to the screen or the device. As we saw with media consumption, multiple forecasts now predict that local ad spending skews more heavily toward digital media. Analysis of Burrell Associates data across the Cox Media TV footprint shows just under 2/3 of 2022 local ad revenue is expected to go digital, with as much as 85% of that local digital spending going directly to pure play companies like Google and Facebook. Search will account for almost half of local digital ad spend, followed by display advertising at nearly 27%. Digital video, which includes streaming and connected TV, comes in third in this year's digital race, but is expected to surpass search in the coming years. Within the traditional media subset, Burrell predicts TV will continue to hold down the top spot, attracting more than 38% of local traditional ad dollars this year. That represents more than print and radio combined, which are second and third on the list respectively, with direct mail and outdoor rounding out the traditional media top 5. Add it all up and marketers have plenty to consider when deciding how to best invest their local advertising dollars. The good news is that your local Cox Media team has the expertise and resources to help, and we'll be back next month with additional perspective on the numbers and nuance driving those decisions. Thanks for watching, and until next time, that's the Inside Scoop.